Welcome to the post-apocalyptic Farmer's Almanac. Okay, maybe it's not quite the end of days yet, but let's face it, things aren't exactly smooth sailing in the modern world. Between long-term blackouts, food shortages, and inflation making eggs the new luxury item, farming skills are moving from quaint to absolutely critical. If you think you'll survive by raiding the snack aisle at the nearest gas station, I have some bad news. You'll last about as long as a snowball in a greenhouse. Today we're diving deep into farming basics, the lifeline of human survival. Whether you've got a backyard, a balcony, or just a few pots and a can-do attitude, I'll walk you through some of the big basics of what you need to know. And yes, I'll try to keep it entertaining, because farming isn't just dirt and overalls, it's rewarding, builds character, muscle, or simply could be life or lack thereof. This is the quickest guide possible for getting you prepped, so let's dig in. See what I did there? Why farming is your lifeline in a survival scenario. Picture this. It's day 100 of a massive blackout. The grocery stores are looted, the freezers are long dead, and your stash of canned chili is starting to taste like regret. Without a sustainable food source, survival isn't just hard, it's impossible. Farming is the backbone of long-term resilience. Think about it. Every civilization in history has relied on agriculture to thrive. From the ancient Egyptians with their ingenious irrigation systems, to the self-sustaining communities of the Great Depression, farming has always been the foundation of survival. Yet modern society has grown dangerously distant from this essential skill. 1. Stat check. The average person needs 2,000 calories a day to survive. 1. That's 730,000 calories a year per person. 2. A small-scale farm, even on a quarter acre, can produce enough vegetables, grains, and protein to meet these needs if managed effectively. 3. Food waste reality. The average American household wastes 30–40% of its food. 3. Imagine channeling all that energy into efficient farming instead. Plus, farming gives you control. In a world where supply chain now feels like a punchline, growing your own food is the ultimate power move. It's the difference between being self-reliant and standing in line for the last stale loaf of bread. Step 1. Know your land, or lack thereof. First, let's talk about your field of dreams. Or, for many of us, the patio of possibilities. The suburban dreamer, got a backyard? Great, you're starting with premium real estate. Before you break out the seeds, test your soil using a cheap home kit or send it to a local extension service. If it's nutrient poor, don't panic. Compost and manure are your best friends. Just know that manure comes with its own scent track, so prepare for side-eye from your neighbors. Urban survivalists, no yard? No problem. Rooftop gardens, window boxes, and vertical planters can transform even the tiniest space into a productive garden. Pro tip, opt for dwarf or compact plant varieties. Cherry tomatoes, peppers, and herbs like basil are urban farming rock stars. The bare minimum prepper, living in a high-rise? You're not doomed. Microgreens and sprouts are your salvation. These fast-growing, nutrient-packed plants require minimal light, space, and effort. A sunny windowsill or a $20 grow light can turn your apartment into a miniature farm. Remember, it's not about the size of your plot, it's how you use it. The key is efficiency. A well-planned square foot of soil can grow over 5 pounds of produce annually. Step 2. The right tools for the job. Imagine trying to assemble IKEA furniture without instructions. Now multiply that frustration by 10, and you've got farming without the right tools. Here's your survival toolkit. 1. Shovel. Think of it as the Swiss Army knife of farming. 1. From digging trenches to moving soil, you'll use this every day. 2. Hand trowels and cultivators, for smaller tasks like planting and weeding. 2. Pro tip. Invest in metal tools. Plastic ones break faster than your will to keep going. 3. Hoe. Not just a cartoon stereotype, this tool is perfect for breaking up soil and killing weeds before they take over. 4. Rain barrels. Water is life, and capturing rainwater reduces dependency on dwindling municipal supplies. If you're starting on a budget, check local marketplaces, garage sales, or community swaps. That rusty shovel might be your lifeline someday. Step 3. What to plant and when to plant it. The million-dollar question. What should you grow? The answer depends on your goals, your climate, and your patience. Calorie kings. Start with the essentials. 1. Potatoes, the ultimate survival crop. 1. A single plant can yield 5 to 10 pounds of tubers. 2. Beans, high protein and perfect for drying and storage. 2. They're nature's multivitamin. 3. Corn, a dual-purpose crop that provides food and animal feed. 3. Plus, it can be ground into flour for bread. Seasonal strategies. Timing is everything in farming. 1. Spring, perfect for leafy greens, radishes, and onions. 2. Summer, tomatoes, zucchini, and eggplants thrive in the heat. 3. Fall. Root vegetables like carrots and beets love the cooler temperatures. 4. Winter. Garlic and indoor herbs are your cold weather heroes. Step 4. Mastering watering and irrigation. Watering seems straightforward, but it's where many new farmers fail. Overwatering can rot your plants. Underwatering leaves them gasping like fish on land. The golden rule: 1 inch of water per week. Drip systems. These are efficient, water-saving, and easy to DIY with PVC pipes or old garden hoses. They deliver moisture directly to the roots. Mulching. Cover your soil with straw or wood chips to keep moisture locked in. It also suppresses weeds, which is a win-win. Because trust me, weeds are going to be your biggest nightmare in all of this. Speaking of which, like and subscribe now to keep the weeds monster at bay for an extra 2 weeks. Done? Okay, fine, but expect extra weeds if you didn't. Rain collection. This is non-negotiable in survival farming. Invest in barrels or build your own catchment system. Every drop counts. Step 5. The greenhouse advantage. Greenhouses are a game changer. They extend growing seasons, protect crops from harsh weather, and keep pests at bay. 1. Beginners can start with simple hoop houses made of plastic sheeting and PVC. 2. More advanced farmers should consider glass or polycarbonate greenhouses. Heating tips. In cold climates, add barrels of water to your greenhouse. They absorb heat during the day and release it at night. Step 6. Heating, cooling, and dealing with extreme weather. If there's one thing farmers know, it's that Mother Nature is unpredictable. One year it's scorching drought, the next, hailstones the size of baseballs. Here's how to deal. 1. In hot climates, use shade cloths to reduce direct sunlight and mulch to keep roots cool. 1. Light-colored mulch reflects heat, making it ideal for desert-like conditions. 2. In cold climates, cold frames, row covers, and thermal blankets are your allies. 2. Pro tip: straw bales can insulate plants like a warm, biodegradable blanket. 3. Extreme weather preparedness: diversify your crops. 3. A hailstorm may destroy tender lettuce but won't kill hardy root vegetables. 3. Redundancy is key to resilience. Step 7. Microgreens. The MVP of small-scale farming, microgreens are the underappreciated superheroes of farming. They're tiny, but they pack more nutrients per ounce than their full-grown counterparts. Plus, they're fast. Most are ready to harvest within 2 weeks. Here's why they're amazing. 1. Space-saving. Grow them on a shelf, countertop, or even inside old Tupperware. 2. Low investment. All you need is a shallow tray, some soil, and seeds. 3. High yield. 1 pound of microgreen seeds can produce up to 10 pounds of food. Some of the easiest microgreens include radish, sunflower, and wheatgrass. They're perfect for beginners or anyone who needs a quick morale boost when staring down the apocalypse. Step 8. Livestock basics for the aspiring farmer. Farming isn't just about plants. Adding animals to your operation brings protein, milk, and even fertilizer into the mix. Let's start small. 1. Chickens. They're low maintenance and provide eggs, meat, and entertainment. 1. A single hen can lay up to 300 eggs a year. 2. Rabbits. These furry little dynamos are high protein, reproduce quickly, and eat kitchen scraps. 3. Goats. Perfect for milk, cheese, and keeping weeds in check. 3. Just make sure your fences are solid. Goats are escape artists. Pro tip: don't overextend yourself. Animals require daily care and shelter, so start with just 1 or 2 species. Step 9. Farming for the long haul. Sustainable farming is about more than growing food. It's about building a system that works year after year. 1. Composting. Turn kitchen scraps into nutrient-rich soil. 1. Compost bins can be as simple as a pile in your yard or as fancy as a rotating drum. 2. Seed saving. Harvest seeds from your best plants to ensure you have a consistent supply. 2. It's free and builds resilience. 3. Crop rotation. Avoid planting the same crop in the same spot year after year. 3. This prevents soil depletion and discourages pests. Conclusion: farming isn't optional, it's survival. Farming might seem like hard work, and it is, but it's also freedom. Knowing how to grow your own food means you're never entirely at the mercy of the outside world. It's the difference between watching your neighbors fight over a half-empty box of cereal and sipping homemade tomato soup like the king of your personal kingdom. Start small, stay consistent, and grow over time. Because let's face it, When disaster strikes, you don't want to be the one trading your last can of beans for a handful of wilted lettuce. If this video has you fired up to start planting, or at least reconsidering your survival strategy, hit that like button and subscribe. There's ton more to learn when it comes to farming, but hopefully this helps set you up a little better. If you'd like more on farming, let me know in the comments. Because survival isn't just about staying alive, it's about thriving.